it's Darby for rejoiceandcreate.com. Thanks for stopping by today. Well, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe so we can craft together in the future. Well, it is the last Saturday of the month, and that means it's time for Christmas crafting all year 2020. This was a beautiful thing that was dreamed up by Paulette Fullard and Lisa at Happy Crafter, and they thought what a wonderful thing to share Christmas presents all year round. And a really special thing is they're letting everybody jump on board. All you have to do is share a Christmas project, make a video, upload it the last Saturday of the month, and make sure that you mark it with the hashtag CCAY2020. That's Christmas Crafting All Year 2020. So the project I have today is a very cute and fast one, and it's actually a little treat box. Now this one I have a twine around it so you can actually hang it on a tree or a doorknob, but it is a cute little tree, and it's made with a 6x6 inch piece of paper. Now I have a clip on there because I'm using up some of the things I have, but you can open it up and you can fit, you know, a fair bit of stuff in there. The base of it is 3 inches and it's 1 inch wide, and I have 4 Hershey Kisses in there, but there's lots of room for other things in there as well. And the beauty of this project is not only is it fast, and I think it's pretty cute, but you can use up a lot of fun stuff. You can use up 6x6 inch paper. It doesn't have to be Christmas. You can use up all these little embellishments, enamel dots, rhinestones, all these jewels, sequins, stickles, glitter, everything that you want to use up you can put on these little Christmas trees to decorate them, because you know we all have those trees that all of our kids make all these wonderful Christmas ornaments over the year, and they have this beautifully eclectic and family feeling, so certainly you could put a lot of different things onto your Christmas tree to decorate it. Now if you have a lot of it you can decorate the back too, but I chose not to. To close it I used a clothespin that I have a lot of little clothespins, but you don't have to. Just you can glue the star on the front, and you could close the top of the tree with a glue dot or a Velcro dot. But you can actually decorate these in many different ways. Now let me show you another one I have, and this one's not a Christmas paper either, and I didn't put a hanger on this one, so it's made like to stand on a table or a coworker's desk or maybe a teacher's desk. So what I did was I actually used this one. It's a Tranquil Tide, kind of a green, but even though it's not a Christmas green. And this little angel, I'll show you how I made this one, also on a clothespin. And this last one has a bit of a shabby chic feel going. I used up some of my resin roses from Tim Holtz. I'd gotten those on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And the little angel on this one is a bit more distressed. I used some ink to distress it, as well as a paper with some writing on it. And you can actually use some books if you want. If you have a book that's larger than 6x6, you can cut out a sheet of it and use that. If it's too flimsy though, you need to back it onto something a little bit stronger. So let me show you how these are scored. Okay, so this is set on a diagonal score, and I'm using this paper, which actually isn't a Christmas paper either, but I thought it might look like a snowy tree, so I thought we'd give it a try. And how I diagonally score it is I set one diagonal up, and then I'll score so many inches from the diagonal. Now I have the 6-inch mark on my scoreboard marked, so I can do this, but you can do it on the trimmer as well. Just move it so far over from the trimmer blade and score, or from the scoring blade and score. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to score my 3-inch ones first. It's a 3-inch base, so I'm scoring at 1.5 inches from my center mark. So 1.5. Okay, and 1.5. All right, now I'm going to turn it to the other diagonal, and we're going to score it 1 inch wide, so we're going to score it at 1/2 inch from the center. So we're going 1/2 inch this way, and 1/2 inch this way. And so I can pleat it. I'm actually going to score it right down the center, but here's my 3-inch mark right there. So about 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch, I'll stop, but I'm going to score it right down here, and that helps me pinch the sides in a little bit. Same with the bottom, although you can't see it. I'm stopping 3/4 inch short on that 3-inch score. Okay. All right, so because this is light and you can't see what I'm doing, I actually made a template. So let me pull that up. All right, so here is my template, and I have this set exactly the same way, even though you can't see the score lines. So I have the 2 score lines that make a 3-inch gap, and that's the one we scored at 1.5 inch from the center. And then I have the 1 inch across the center and these little pleats that'll make it for pleating the bag in the center. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to cut right from here to that point. And usually what I do is I'll just eyeball it, but I'm going to show you what I do, and I'm going to trace it. All right, so the first one I tried right at the point, but I kind of liked a little bit wider for my clothespin to grab, so I did about 1/4 of an inch from there. So I have 1/4 inch from here, and I'm going right to this score line right here, this intersection. And I'll show you how that goes right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing from this intersection up to that side and repeat it on the other side. All right, so I have the tree form in there right now. So let me go ahead and cut those. Okay, so that's what I have right now, and you can see the tree form in there. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to make our side tabs. So from these score lines, about 1/2 inch out, I'm going to cut just randomly. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to cut down parallel to that score line and then just angle it in to create a tab. So that's what I have right there with a tab. And I'm going to do that on all of these. Okay, so let me turn it the right way. This is what I have right now. Where the part's white is what I have left. So what I'm going to do is just fold and burnish my score lines. So what I usually do now is actually will decorate my tree, but remember you're going to clip something on the top, so you don't want to put too much right on the top. The only exception to that one was my shabby chic one, because I actually put it together before I sponged all the corners, and then I decorated it after that. So you can do it either way. What I'm going to do is assemble the box, and I'll just decorate it all at once so you don't have to wait for me. Alright, so how we assemble the box is just put glue on our glue tabs, and I'm using some double stick tape, some score tape on the tabs, right up to the score line. Okay, and then we just fold this up and we match it to the side of our tree and just press it down. You go ahead and punch that in. All right, I think I'm going to use this as my front side. All right, so let me bring in how I made the angel. And this is how the angel was made. Now I'm not going to make one for this tree because I'm going to use the a star for it, but this is how the angel was made. I used a retired punch for my pennant. This is actually the retired layered pennant punch, and I used a straight edged one, but it's simply a 1 3/8 inch tall by 1 inch base of a triangle, and you simply cut from the bottom corners to the center of the top. You can get the same triangle. I used a mini butterfly punch for the wings, but you can also use a heart, leaves, petals, you know, whatever you find. It could be a half of a scalloped circle big enough to make all of her wings. For her face, I used a 1/2 inch circle punch, and for the halo, I used yellow in this one, but it was actually a gold foil that I used for her halo, and that was really cute. So what I'm going to do is put a star on the top of it, and then I'll decorate the rest of it so you don't have to wait for me. Okay, so this is how this one turned out. I just randomly scattered some embellishments and bling and enamel dots that I had. I clipped my little heart on top, and then for this one, instead of using twine to go around, I just used one of the chenille stems. Probably I used a little bit bigger one than I did, but it just, you can use it to hang it on the tree, or if you make a little bit bigger one, you can hang it on the doorknob. Alright, so let me bring all of them back in. Alright, so here they are, a very quick little Christmas tree box that's made with a 6 by 6 inch paper that you can use up a lot of things on, a lot of different papers, a lot of different embellishments, sequins, glitter, all kinds of things. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project and give it a try. If you liked the video, please subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to be notified of new videos as I upload them. For more information on this project and others I've done, please go to rejoiceandcreate.com. And as always, until we meet again, I hope your days are blessed. Bye!